Welcome back to the dip. I'm Stephen Peace. Let's dip into the world of pop culture so you know exactly what to look forward to in your world. Yeah. Our first C is for cinema, and I saw Final Destination Bloodlines. I can actually remember back in the day when Stifler was in Final Destinations, and his head got horizontally cut in half. I can tell you, not a lot has changed since then, except the bodacious plot lines we are now expected to believe. This is a one watch, however, it does pack some gory punches, and I really had some cringe, pain worthy moments, very similar to when I first watched A Nightmare on Elm Street back in the day. VHS job at Scott Frederick's house. What a crack that was. I fucking shit myself. Anyway, now we've got kind of an Elm Street vibe with a disaster movie CGI input. So all the punches that are packed with the kill-offs is dismissed with chuckles with the CGI. The screenwriters, though, they must have had a really enthusiastic mousetrap environment bringing up in some kind of mental institution, because they've really put some thought in how to bump off the victims. And the MRI, Anyway, not to give too much away, we will give Final Destination Bloodlines a 4, and it is a one-watch movie. Our next C is for collectibles, and what I would like to do is take a page from Mr. Beast. This isn't just about me making money. This is also about the channel doing well, and this is about something we can actually, we could actually make a team effort and make it work. There is a charity called Medicinema, and they bring the magic of cinema to hospitals, predominantly in the London area. But what would happen is screens are set up, patients who are not very well at all get to escape their woes for a couple of hours and watch a top-notch film in one of these makeup cinemas, and it's completely legit. They've got a website. If you go to the cinema, you might actually catch a trailer for the Medicinema. So I propose that for every card sold, I would donate £1 for a, let's call them a normal card, and £1.50 for a variant. So here we have the cards, MMA fighter Shane O'Malley. The gold is the variant, so that would be a donation of £1.50. A normal will be this card here, and that would be £1. And when we reach a total of £30, then I will video myself making the donation, and it will really help everyone involved. We'll get some great cards out to some great customers. I can then monitor the postage. We can start getting feedback on the Spock app, which you'll find the link in the description. We can start getting some likes on there and whatnot, so it can really start moving. I think this is a very positive idea, and I would love it if you got involved. And as I say, it is for a worthy cause. And once we get that £30, I'll film myself donating that £30, and then you'll have your cards at home on the wall like mine, hanging nicely and putting another little bit of kumbaya into your life. Okay, so let's jump on to my next C, which is for coming soon. They, Warner Bros, have dropped yet another trailer for Superman, and now I'm starting to get a bit worried. The official trailer debuted 4 months ago and earned a respectable 58 million views. Now that trailer was 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Then a month ago, we had a sneak peek, as the sales teams called it, and that was an actual clip of the movie, which was 4 minutes and 51 seconds, 11 million views. Then a second official trailer landed yesterday, 3 minutes long, bringing the total footage for the Superman movie online to 10 minutes and 11 seconds. And I'm worried they're actually creating Superman fatigue. I can pretty much work out how the film plays out. There's so much footage online. And take, for instance, 28 years later, something else coming soon. Now, it had a strong first trailer 5 months ago, 25 million views. And then they dropped trailer 2 3 weeks ago, 25,000 views. So you can actually get a little bit of fatigue with these trailers. And I'm not too sure. A good example, though, of trailers going right, I believe, is Brad Pitt's F1. Now, the first trailer dropped 10 months ago, 7.8 million views. And they threw a lot of money at this film. It's from the director who did Maverick. It's with special cameras and photography to create the IMAX shots of the cars. And they've probably written off a lot of cars making this movie as well. It is a high-end budget, big deal. And then what they did is 2 months later, they dropped a much stronger trailer 2, which was actually better than trailer 1, and it only picked up 3.3 million views. And it's such a shame, because if they'd have just hit us with the first trailer first, it would have been a lot higher. But I'm gonna put this movie at the top of your to-do list. This movie is going to be an absolute banger. So do get yourself involved with that. And then our final C, of course, is cryptocurrency. There was a bit of a spike in the Millennia coin, and it went to, I believe, 35, and now it's dropped off to 27. Now, here's the issue. Young Merlin here, the reason he's in the house is he's knackered, his paw. So I'm not letting him out at all. And he's under some medicine. And I sold, because I know I've got a bit of a vet bill coming up. But what I'm going to do is get re-involved at the quickest opportunity. Which will probably be within the next 24 hours, because it's dropped to 27 pence. So unfortunately, Merlin came as a priority, so I sold so I can afford to take him to the vets. But I want to be completely honest with you, I'm not giving up on that coin. I am definitely going to go all in. hopefully with a lot of money. That one will be the breadwinner. I'm 100% confident of that. And let me just recap then. So the first C was Cinema, Bloodlines, for Final Destination, for one watch. It could be classed as a fun film for some people. I'm getting a bit old, so it's good. It's good, but I wouldn't say it was second watchable. The next C was for charity, so I'd like, with your help, to get involved with Medicinema, and every time you buy a card from the Spock app in the description, I will take £1 into a donation pot, and £1.50 for a variant. And as soon as we hit £30, I will donate to Medicinema, a great charity set up to bring a bit of relief in patients at the UK hospitals. And the coming soon, we said Superman and 28 Years Later. I'm not sure I can keep watching all these horror films. For some reason, this is a year that's just whacking out some wickedness. And you know, horror is not my genre, but they seem to be still in high demand. I don't know about that one, but what I am looking forward to is F1. Brad Pitt, gonna be a wicked film, absolutely wicked. June 27th, I believe that one is. Okay, and that is about it. I wish you all the best. Please do get involved in those cards, and let's do our bit for charity. Yeah. You know what would be great for this channel? Some sponsorship. You just drop the right logo for the right company in the right place, and who knows, magic could happen. You just gotta find the right company, find the right magic. Let's get some magic happening. Let's use our imaginations, and let's bring some magic into people's lives. Praise the Lord, and the Lord will provide.